Whether it's from high winds or freezing temps, West Michigan is no stranger to weather-induced outages. Thousands lose access to power every year, and with this winter storm blowing through this morning, it's always important to remember to be prepared for when the lights go out. Joining us live over Zoom is Brian Wheeler from Consumers Energy. Good morning, Brian. Thanks so much for joining us.
Yeah, good morning. Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about what we're seeing in West Michigan currently in terms of outages.
Yeah, grand total for all of Michigan, we have about 70,000 customers who are without power. There certainly are pockets of outages. Kent County, I think, has about 6,500, Muskegon, Ottawa County, down to Kalamazoo. So the interesting part about this storm is really how widespread it is. We looked at the entire lower peninsula at being of risk of outages, and you do see that activity all over the state. So for us, it really is go time right now. We have a lot of crews who are working to get power back on.
As the snow continues to fall, does it pose any difficulties for your crews who are out there trying to get some of this power back on in certain areas?
Sure, yeah, it definitely is challenging conditions today. A little bit less so from the snow, but really more from the wind. So there is the prospect of more power outages because we expect those wind gusts to continue through the entire day today. Additionally, that can really slow the restoration work for our crews. We have over 400 crews who've been staged for the storm. They're trained and prepared for weather like this, but there are some limits. If the wind is gusting consistently at a high level, we really do have to slow down sometimes and stay on the ground until it's safe to restore power.
How does your team determine, where they're starting to restore power in certain areas? Who comes first? Who comes after that?
Yeah. Yeah, our first priority is always those most critical customers. So you think about senior centers, hospitals, police and fire stations, sort of the backbone of where we live. From there, we try to restore the most customers the quickest. Sometimes you can make a repair, for example, that can get you hundreds or even over 1,000 customers at once. So there is a system. Our online outage map is a great resource to give you a sense of what's going on in real time and to see for your individual outage when you can expect power to come back.
All right. And just a reminder to those folks, your crews have been out there working very hard. Anything you have to say to people who are waiting for their power to come back on?
Yeah, definitely. You've talked about this, about the idea of just staying home today. Some people need to be on the roads, and that's understandable. Definitely take the time to slow down and go around when you see those crews at work, not only for their sake, but for yours as well, because the conditions for driving are not great. We're trying to be very careful and deliberate and safe also in our work.
All right. Well, Brian, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate everything your crews are doing to get that power back on for so many. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you.